Madam Speaker, I rise this morning to ask my urgent oral question, which is on constituency visits, having satisfied the requirements of Standing Orders 43. Allow me, Madam Speaker, some latitude to explain the basis for my urgent oral question. Having noted that the Honorable Prime Minister and other ministers and also members of the Fiji First Party having visited throughout Fiji, and at the moment there is a group consisting of the Honorable Assistant Minister and other civil servants who are on their way back from Rotuma, I believe, this morning. Madam Speaker, our side of the House have been wanting to meet with our constituents, especially whilst we are sitting here in Parliament, and this is an opportunity for us to do so in the Greater Suva area. With that in mind, on Tuesday we placed advertisements in the paper, and I hold one such advertisement here, which has been in the paper, in the Fiji Times, from Tuesday through to Friday, because our visit is for this evening and tomorrow evening, Thursday and Friday. So when this ad was first placed in the Fiji Times on Tuesday, our Secretary General received a call from the police stating and querying about this ad in the papers. So the long and the short of it, Speaker, is that our visit, which is in areas in the Suva area, which includes church halls and village halls in Rewanga, Lami, Makoi, Nambua, and the Fijian Teachers Association over the next 2 evenings, is to meet with our voters and to also have constructive consultations with issues that they have brought to our office and which we would like to address with them. Now that we have the whole of Fiji as our constituency, we need to be making these visits throughout the country, and we are beginning with the Suva area. And yesterday, our opposition officials were with the police, and they were there for 4 hours, Madam Speaker, in regard to this ad that is in the papers. And after 4 p.m., Madam Speaker, with a legal opinion that they had sought from the Solicitor General, who advised our officials that we need a permit in order to be able to have these constituency visits. So for us, this is a matter of concern, Honourable Speaker, for us to have permits in which we are only carrying out our responsibilities for which the voters have voted us in, and in consultations with them, we need a permit. And this is something that we are finding very difficult to come to terms with, Madam Speaker, since the Prime Minister and the ministers and other people have been having meetings throughout Fiji. And now that we have an ad in the paper, we have people coming to the office with issues that they want us to address at these 2 meetings, and with a written directive to apply for a permit which was sent by email by the Police Department's Director General, that acted upon advice pursuant to the requirements provided under the Public Order Act. So my question, Madam Speaker, to the Honourable Attorney-General is, can the Attorney-General inform the House as to whether members of Parliament need to apply for a permit for constituency visits and consultations, which has been advertised for tonight, 14th May, and tomorrow night, 15th of May, 2015. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Attorney-General and Minister for Finance, Public Enterprises, Public Service and Communications.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as the Honourable Leader of Opposition has highlighted, a legal opinion was sought by the Police Department from the Solicitor General's office. This question was brought to my attention only about half an hour ago. And I did speak to him, did give the advice that for any public meeting to be held, there needs to be a permit that needs to be applied for. There's a distinction, Madam Speaker, between government work and members of a political party going out and holding public meetings. If you're going to call for public meetings, we're inviting all members of the public to discuss your political issues. It's actually a political gathering. It's a public gathering, my apologies. It's a public gathering, and therefore permit is required. From what I understand, the officials of SODELPA were also informed by the police to apply simply for a permit. And I'm sure if they went to the police and applied for a permit now, they would be given a permit. The reason why permits are required, Madam Speaker, is because if, for example, as SODELPA claims they have lots of supporters, and they're at the town hall or at the village hall, you could have 1,000 people turning up. And there could be traffic issues, there could be other issues that could emanate from them. So it's generally any public meeting held by anybody. Even last year when Fiji First was holding its public meetings, we had to apply for permits. When we had the public gatherings in the parks, we all had to apply for permits. Even though the Bainimarama-led government was in government at that time, we still had to apply for permit as Fiji First. So it's very simple, Madam Speaker. It's not hindering anybody. If tomorrow the Secretariat of the Fiji First wanted to go and have a public meeting in a village hall as Fiji First, they would have to apply for they would have to apply for a permit. The law is very simple. And even the law actually applies, Madam Speaker, a judicial review. If they are not happy with the decision, they can go to court and get a judicial review. The law is applied by the police force, and that's who they need to liaise with. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Do you have any supplementary questions? The Honourable Moses Imbultavu.
Thank the Honourable Attorney General for his replies this morning for the oral urgent question. I'll ask him straight. A straight question. Very straight, short and sweet.
Question, please.
Can the Honourable Attorney General, given that the advertisement is already in the papers and the public are aware of the meeting that is to be tonight and tomorrow, give a instruction for the Solicitor General to give a legal opinion that a matter of privilege that we as members of Parliament, representatives of the people, we need to be there, not the party, for us to play our role to represent the people and to hear their concerns, that it's safe, it's not of national threat or security, that he give an instruction to the police for these meetings to be allowed. Can you give it?
Thank you. The Honourable Attorney General.
I can say from that question, thank God we've got the Independent Legal Services Commission to monitor the behavior of some lawyers. Madam Speaker, legal opinions don't change because there's some political motivation behind it. Legal opinions don't change. The legal opinion has already been given. The legal opinion has already been given, Madam Speaker, and that is the legal opinion and the law as it stands. It's not a question of I'll go and tell the Solicitor General to change the opinion. If he reads the Constitution, the Solicitor General is an independent body too. He's appointed by the Judicial Services Commission. So my point is, Madam Speaker, that my learned friend, the Honourable Member Bulitavu, has got the law completely wrong.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Karawaki.
Supplementary question, Madam Speaker. I would like to thank the Attorney General for their advice, particularly, Madam Speaker, the part that he says that if we apply now, we can get the permit to hold the public meetings. I would like to ask, Madam Speaker, the Attorney General to confirm that, because we have been told that it will take 7 days. That is the problem. That's why we bring these urgent oral questions before this House this morning. Can the Attorney General confirm that again, that is the situation, that if we apply now, we'll get it now?
Thank you. The Honourable Attorney General.
Madam Speaker, maybe I was misunderstood. What I had said to them was that they can go and apply for a permit now. The police will consider it, Madam Speaker. The reality is there's about 4 or 5 lawyers on the other side of the House. If the SODELPA is going to have public meetings, they need to know what the law is. If they had applied for a permit, as the learned Honourable Member says, that they need 7 days lead time into it, they could have applied 7 days ago, they could have had the meeting today, we would not be here discussing this. The point is they need to read the law. The problem is they don't read the law. They don't read the Constitution, they don't read the relevant laws, and they simply come here trying to juxtapose issues regarding that. That is my issue, Madam Speaker, is they need to apply to the police.
Thank you. Point of order.
He's already answered the question, and that's my point of order. And at the same time, Madam Speaker, I would like to ask another question.
You can only ask one supplementary question.
Madam Speaker, another supplementary question.
You have had your supplementary question. You can only ask one. Same question can be asked by the Honourable.
Supplementary questions, Madam Speaker. It's only for the opposition to have to obtain the permit, or other organizations to have the churches, the social community groups. They need to have permits when they conduct their meeting in Suva, in the villages.
Thank you. Honourable Attorney-General.
Madam Speaker, again, they need to read the law. The law says if you have a public meeting, we have an open invitation to members of the public. So obviously church groups, religious gatherings are all exempt. If you have a women's club, they have their own membership. They don't need a permit for that. It's not a public meeting where they don't invite anybody, all and sundry, to come to this meeting. It's a limited group of people. The same way with Defence Club. They have their own meeting, the committee members, whatever the case may be. There's a distinction and they need to understand that difference.
Thank you.